Hello viewers, it's your girl Ruby Fangirl, and in today's video I'm going to show off part 1 of my Funko Pop collection. So before we get started, this is the era that I like to call the no box era. Why, you ask? Well, you see, before that I kept stuff like in the box. I used to like get rid of the boxes during like the 12 times, like the 12 Funko Pops that I got, which is not helping much because, well, I basically destroyed the value of the boxes since I can't sell them or anything, so that's gonna be great. So I'm stuck with the 12 Funko Pops. But don't worry, not all of them are bad. I'm just saying, like, if I wanted like to sell some of these, they could be great value. So that's why I'm calling it the no box era. So, without further ado, let's get into my Funko Pop collection, part 1. First up, I got the Dr. Strange Venom Funko Pop. This was the very first one I got, and I gotta say, what a great start. Like, look how detailed, like, he is, from, like his terrifying face to like the wavy hair. He kind of looks like he has like a beard right here, even though he technically doesn't. He has like a short one, but not like big like this. To like his body, like half of it is Doctor Strange's. It looks like his iconic like comic like suit. It doesn't look like the ones from the movies. Well, I mean, I could tell that one is part of the movie, so I guess this is an inverse one. Well, the other half is all, like, venomized, so that's cool. And he has, like, one of the most iconic, like, Venom-like capes ever. It looks freaking awesome. And this is the only one that I actually have or saved that can glow in the dark. I'll show you guys, like what it looks like in the dark.
And here it is. Yeah, this is what it looks like glow in the dark. You guys really need to find like a very long, like very bright light, so, because it was kind of hard for me to find like a light. But, so here's like what it glows. It glows a little bit like right here, like on its cape, the eyes, his beard, the symbol, the symbiote symbol, his right hand, or left hand, I don't understand, and a little bit of his hair. So this is what it looks like glow in the dark. So, yeah, nothing much. Pretty cool. So, let's get back to the video.
And yeah, that's what it looks like in the dark. So, let's get into the next Funko Pop. Next up, I'm going to keep this one brief because this is probably like the worst one I have, is like the Tom Hanks from Castaway. I don't know why I got this, because this is like the most like human-like I actually got. Well, not technically, but this is like the only one that's more human that doesn't have any supernatural like beings and stuff like that in the movie. Yeah, this is like the Tom Hanks like from Castaway and stuff like that. Because as you can tell, like he like wrapping around like his shirt like on top of his head. He looks really miserable because, well, he's been stuck on an island like for 4 years, I believe. And he caught like a green crab. Are crabs not green? Oh wait, I think they are, but probably not like this kind of green, but whatever. And here's his pants, and the detailed, like, it looks like he burned his own freaking feet, even though there's no freaking magma, but it does make sense because, well, he's been walking around, like, in a freaking, like, deserted island, like, surrounded by film crew and stuff like that, so technically he's not really alone. But all, I have nothing to say about it. Weakest one out of the bunch. Next up, this gets a lot more better. The Zombie Mysterio. And can I just say, he looks really damn cool. From like the brain right here, like this is an actual brain. This kind of reminds me of like the brain, like from MC3K, like brain guy's like actual like brain, but instead it's like mostly like green. I mean, it does have like some green to it because to make it like more zombified, but it's a normal brain, unlike brain guy's brain that is mostly green. And also, like, it's all, like, really good, like, shattered and stuff like that. Even though these aren't really stickers, but I feel like they just stacked, like, these on there. But they're not cheap. They're actually, like, they feel real. I guess this was, like, before they made a lot more better details, I guess. I don't know. And here's, like, the tattered, like, cape. all like the slashes, and we can see a little bit of his skeleton right there. Like, that's really cool. It looks like he has been like attacked by like a monster from like the Marvel verse, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what happened to him. All in all, really scary figure, but really cool at the same time. Let's move on to the next one, otherwise he's really gonna take my own freaking brain out. Next up, I have Bugs Bunny in the tuxedo outfit. I think this is like for like an anniversary kind of like style like Funko Pop, since Funko like is known like for doing that. And this is like the only like Looney Tunes like figure that I had. I did actually have like Wile E. the Coyote one, but it's like sideboard, but I kind of got rid of it or just put it away down in my basement, so. But technically this is the only like Looney Tunes that I have like that's still standing. Like, all in all, really decent like figure and stuff. Hey, what's up, Doc? That's the only line I really know. So, nothing much to say. Really detailed figure. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, I have Creature Mel. Yep, I have a minion cosplaying as the creature from the Black Lagoon, who doesn't look really happy to be here. Trying to be intimidating, but he doesn't even give a shit. He doesn't really. I know, like, in the movie, he technically doesn't until he realizes that being with Gru actually matters, because this is Mel, like, from, like, the third Despicable Me movie, so, yeah, like, so, really detailed figure. And also, up until now, yeah, let me actually show you. I forgot to mention. Most of the figures that I actually showed either move their heads like this, or have like a bobblehead, basically. But yeah, like basically a bobblehead. While as this one, you can't really move it. It makes sense, he's a freaking minion. Every time I look at him, he reminds me of a freaking Tic Tac. I don't know why. He just has like this Tic Tac kind of like figure. Even though that's not where they originate from. They originated as freaking atoms like in the freaking ocean. Yeah, still don't understand that logic, but once again, minions. But overall, really good figure. Next up, I have Deadpool with Thanksgiving turkey. And can I just say, he just looks kind of like cute, like, he's really happy to give me like this freaking turkey. Even though there might be something hiding in this turkey. Not really, but given Deadpool's character, yeah, I'm pretty sure he hid something in the freaking turkey. But overall, it's just basically Deadpool with these kind of little accessories, with the apron, the mittens, and the turkey. And he's really happy to give you this turkey. So, overall, really decent figure. If you want to celebrate the Thanksgiving holidays, just bring, like, Deadpool over and he'll make the best, like, turkey dinner that he would say. Next up, I have Baby Christmas Gru. Can I just say he looks really adorable? One of the few, like, Christmas Funko Pops that I have. This is, like, the smallest one I actually have. He has a cute little wreath, Christmas lights. Yeah, this one does not glow in the dark. It's only just a hollow, like, star on top of him. Wouldn't it actually, like, hurt Gru since he's, you know, actually alive? But I don't think he actually can feel that. So, that does kind of a little body horror disturbing, but whatever, it's a Funko Pop figure, who cares? All in all, very cute figure. Next up, I have like two figures I'm gonna show off. Can you sing with me? In the not too distant future, in a spaceship in space, there were two robots in a ship called the Satellite of Love, who rips on very bad movies over 10 seasons until they got a reboot that wasn't even good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, I couldn't resist, but overall, yes. I have two of the probably like the best like Funko Pop figures that they actually made of Tom Servo and Crow T. Robot. First up, let's check out my main man, Tom Servo. And can I just say, they really captured this guy so good. They captured him so good. The only couple of problems I have is that, why does he have like an oval, like almost shaped head? He doesn't have that. He's actually circle. Why couldn't Funko do that? I don't know why. And also, I think my Funko Pop like has like some glue right here. But overall, very good figure. They captured him so well. I'm happy that I have this in my collection. And let's check out his buddy, Crow-T robot. And can I just say, he looks really good and highly detailed. And he really has like a big head, talking big head. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But it kind of reminds me like the shape it looks like from like the really massive like beak all the way to with like his net thing. I don't know what it is. Like in the show, they never really explain like what like this is. They kind of, I mean, they did play like catch with it, like with his actual freaking head. So I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna say like a net, like just for short, because it kind of reminds me of like when Mike Nelson turned into a werecrow in like the episode Werewolf, and it just reminds me that so well. And let's check out like his body right here. It's really detailed because we mostly see like the body like from here to here, like because they could have like just put like black marks right here, but they didn't. Like that is like really good. Like the detail, like the small little details, like his arms. Oh my god, they look so good. And the bottom, while we don't really like see a lot because, well, he's a puppet, that makes sense. But there are times in the show that they do show it off, and oh my god, they show it off so well. Like from like his whipped feet, that kind of reminds me of like a duck. I don't know why. With the highly detailed legs. Holy moly! Like, can I just say, Funko, you did a good job making these. They actually made like an exclusive of like of Crow-T robots with like Tom Servo's like skin, but sadly I don't really have it, so really sad. But you know what? I'm happy from what I got. Look, I have been talking way too much on these two. Let's move on to the next ones. I'm going on to South Park to have myself a time. Yes, everyone, I have Funko Pops from South Park, so let's move on to the very first one and meet some friends now. I have Mysterion. And yeah, this is the first like South Park like Funko Pop that I have. And I was obsessed with Mysterion, because all the way to the point I actually cosplayed him at one point, even though I do look awful in it, and I don't, like, just don't judge me on that. Anyway, let's see, like, the details, like, from, like, the iconic, the underwear, yes, that's his underwear, that's not a freaking diaper, to, like, his cool cape, and the mystery mark on here, and his really angry face that just reminds me of, like, Batman and stuff. I mean, makes sense, because he's literally a parody of Batman. But, oh my god, he's so cool. I'm happy to have this in my collection. But my problem is, though, where's his mouth? Where is his mouth? He's not mouthless. They couldn't bother to put, like, a little mouth right here. Look, I have, like, another South Park character to show you. So, we'll get to that, like, in just one sec. Because this really kind of makes me mad. Because the other South Park character I have has a mouth. So, let's get into that. And just like I said, here is the human kite. And see, he has a mouth. Where is the mouth? What did they do? Anyway, I'm not going to complain much of that because we already talked about Mysterion. But let's talk about one of like his superhero friends, the human kite. He has a really cool kite. Apparently mine has some scratch marks on it, which is a shame because I can probably tell now it's probably expensive. But that's like I said, I ruined the box. So I ruined the limit or value. But it looks really nice. I mean, it's not, like, highly detailed, but it's the best that it can do with Human Kite. Why does he look so sad, though? Like, isn't he, like, supposed to give, like, an anger face like what Mysterion has? That would have been, like, a lot more better. But all decent figure. And finally, let's move on to the last figure, and that is Easter Deadpool. So, yeah, it's basically Deadpool, but wearing candy-like pants. Classic Deadpool! Well, all in all, like, his face looks exactly the same. I mean, it makes sense, it's freaking Deadpool, but his eyes are a little bit more different compared to, like, the previous one that I have. And apparently he ripped off his own shirt for some reason. Kept the gloves on also for some reason. But he kept on his, like, boots. Like, did he rip off his pants and just kept his shoes and while he's putting on, like the candy on him? I always keep forgetting what candy it's called, but if you want to comment down below what candy it is, because I totally forgot. So, yeah. And also, like, the detail, like, you can really feel, like, the, like, roughness, like, on his body and stuff like that. So that's really nice and detailed. And that's basically much it. So, yeah, that's all the Funko Pops I'm going to show in this part 1. So I'd like to know from you guys, do you have any of these Funko Pops? Which one is your favorite? And guess what? Next month is going to be a special month. It's going to be Pride Month, so this is going to be very exciting. So I will see you guys in the next episode.